What is good, people? We have some first impressions to do today. So if you're interested in a little bit of a Tom Ford clone, stay tuned, people, and let's smell this together. What is good, YouTube? Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Mikey Clone, and if you tuned in, thank you for doing so, people. Right, you see the intro. I've got my hands on a sample of Ebony Fume by Tom Ford, plus I've got my paws on a fragrance from Fragrance World called ÉBÈNE Fume. This is there inspired by a version, I believe, of this fragrance. And if you know about Tom Ford and his private collection, some of his fragrances can be a little bit expensive. So we're going to smell them both, see if they smell similar, and we're going to look at some notes. So we're going to go with this first. So it looks like it's not a sprayer atomizer. It looks like it's a dabber. So we're going to cut it. And then we're going to get it out of its packet. And then we're going to dab it on hand and see what we get. Let me just pull it out. Let me see. Can you see that? Tom Ford Ebony Fume. So as you can see, it's a dabber. So we're going to dab a little bit on hand. Let me just put it up to the camera. Wipe it away with that. See what we get. See if this is any good. Smoky, incense, resinous, a little bit dark, a tad dry. A little bit leathery, so it's smoky, definitely incense in there. A little bit leathery, woodsy, very masculine. That's nice. That's nice. Right, now, let's put that down and let's crack this one open to see if it smells similar to Tom Ford's Ebony Fume. So like I say, people, this one is from Fragrance World. At first, I thought it was from Mason Alhambra because they have been making some Tom Ford clones. So at first I thought it was from them, but it's not. It's from Fragrance World. And this is an 80ml bottle, and it is Eau de Parfum concentration. You've just got some additional information on the back, their logo at the top. And there you go, look. Eau de Parfum 80ml bottle. Right, let's see what this one's all about. There you go. Nothing inside there. You've got their logo on the top. It even looks like Ebony Fume from Tom Ford, doesn't it? Look how similar that is, the presentation. Right. Let's give this one a spray and see if it is any good. Oh, you got a FW on top of the atomizer. Can you see that? Cap doesn't click into place. It's not really even snug, so definitely don't pick it up from the cap. Prime the atomizer. Nice atomizer. Let's go straight on skin. Quite strong. It is strong. In the air, it's woodsy, leathery, resinous. God, this has got more pop. Probably because I rubbed this on instead of spraying it on, because obviously that little 1ml sample didn't come with an atomizer. But this one, I know it's sprayed out a lot more juice, but this one's really popping. Woodsy, leathery, dark, smoky, incense. definitely a little bit resinous. I don't know if there's an amber in this. They're very, very close. Very similar. Right. I'm going to have to put more on this hand of the OG. I'm going to have to do it because I don't know if you can see my hand. Look. It's got a nice shine to it from the fragrance. So I'm just going to put loads of this on. Look. I'm going to have to... Can you see that all rolling about? See what we get again. I want to make sure that this is right, because I don't use lot spending your money if it doesn't even smell close, because then it's pointless. I mean, sometimes it's good that fragrances do their own thing, yes, but when something's meant to be a clone of another fragrance, you want it smelling similar at least. That's better. Right. To my nose, Tom Ford's a little bit more leathery, bit more upfront with the leather. In Fragrance World's Ebony Fume, I want to call it woods, it's a little bit more woody. The resins are kind of the same. It is quite close. I'm going to say about 85%. Right, let's look up some notes and let's see what we get from this fragrance. Right, let's look at Tom Ford's notes first. Right, in the top you've got incense, Palo Santo, black pepper, violet leaf. I don't get no violet leaf in a minute. Leather, labdanum, yes. Cade oil, papyrus, rose, resins, ebony tree and gaiac wood. Fragrance World's Ebony Fume is a little bit more bright, whereas Tom Ford's Ebony Fume is a little bit more, has a bit more depth to it, if that makes sense. Comes across just a little bit darker. And obviously, with the price point, this is £20 in the UK. And for 50ml of Ebony Fume, I believe it's 220. So there's a big price difference. So the materials used in Tom Ford's fragrances, I would have thought would be better. But there's nothing rough about this at all. It's smooth, it's rounded, it smells similar. It does, but I think Tom Ford's Ebony Fume has just got a bit more depth to it, like a little bit more character to it. Whereas this comes off, when I say brighter, I don't mean it's bright like a citrusy bright fragrance. It just don't come off as dark as the OG. But scent wise, this is very, very, very nice. And first impressions, I'm happy to have this in my collection, definitely. Obviously I need to wear them both side by side to see what they're like on the dry downs and see how long they last. But yeah, it's just, and that rose in this is popping a little bit more. See, it's starting to change a little bit now, but obviously I can't sit here for an hour explaining to you the life of the fragrance. But that rose is starting to come through a little bit more on this than what it is on the Tom Ford's Ebony Fume. And I do apologise if I pronounced it Ebony Wood. I might have in the video, so if I have, I do apologise. I'm trying not to get me tongue tied here. Right people, let me know if you've tried this fragrance. Let me know if you've tried the OG Ebony Fume. Let me know what you think about that fragrance. First impressions on both, I like both of them. And I would say this is about 85% similar at the minute, but it's got to dry down and they've both got to do their thing. But you definitely get the labdanum. You definitely get the incense. It's a little smoky, it's leathery, it's definitely woodsy. So it's a nice winter fragrance, and I think this definitely leans masculine. Definitely. Right, people, thank you for sticking with me. Remember, smelling good's always a pleasure and never a chore, and I will definitely see you on the next one. Cheers.